How did Mac Miller's family release the greatest collection of posthumous albums of all time? In honor of the release of Balloonerism, let's talk about that. It starts with something most labels or estates lack: compassion. We've seen artists that exist in the world of rap, like XXXTentacion, Juice World, Pop Smoke, the list goes on. But them in specific, they don't have what you'd call an ideal set of projects releasing the following of their death. Most of these projects are 60 to 70% done, and then they're filled with money-hungry features in order to get clicks. As soon as someone's dead, their fame skyrockets. Everyone wants a piece, including the people producing the music. They may remix the artist's vocals or remove parts that the artist ultimately felt belonged, which really takes away from the character that the listeners crave from said artists. When it comes to Mac Miller, his mother and brother manage and decide the things that are or are not released. They've patiently displayed different bodies of work over the last few years that artists are able to enjoy because they don't fit the mold that a normal half-assed posthumous money grab album looks like. Take Circles for example. This is an album I ultimately rank a 10 out of 10, and it just so happens to be what I think is the greatest album following someone's death of all time. No big features, no songs felt unfinished. We can thank John Bryan, who worked very closely with Mac. He spent countless hours trying to make it perfect with the material he was supplied with, continuing to ask himself, what would Malcolm do? John held Mac's talents in very high regard. This allowed him to have compassion and thought while finishing this project. Circles was being created and almost finished in 2017 before Mac's tragic passing, and it wasn't released until 2020, meaning John took his sweet time to give fans exactly what they deserve. Outside of this, which is truly Mac's, genuine final album, the estate has allowed Faces and I Love Life Thank You to resurface on streaming platforms. Then, for the first time in its entirety, we just received Balloonerism, which is essentially a group of songs from the Faces era. I listened to this album in 2021 when I had nothing but time to find leaked music, and it's interesting to note that songs like Colors and Shapes, which was ultimately released on Faces, was actually created to be on Balloonerism. So you can see a lot of Faces influence. If you haven't heard any of Mac's work following his passing, I strongly recommend you give at least Circles a shot. Musically, it's such a wonderful, life-changing experience. Enjoy your day, my friends.